Hey everybody, welcome to the video. We've got part 2 to do of that £5, $9.99. I was the only bidder. Aunt Barry was the only bidder. $10.20 to ship it. Remember all the little baggies? We didn't do those. But y'all, I've got to talk to y'all today. And it's just about the neighborhood and stuff. But anyway, first of all, what you're looking at is Joan of Arc. Is that not magnificent? That is a dumpster dive from today, from the thrift store that throws stuff out that I have access to. The one I go to with John, they have no trespassing cameras. You can't, that's just off limits. I'm sure they throw stuff out too. But anyway, this is a 1920s. I looked it up. $295 one listing for a single one. They're calling it rare. And then another listing, and I don't know if it's the same seller that broke them up, and I don't know how rare they are, because other ones by this company go for about $30 to $40 to $50 pairs. But it's absolutely magnificently made, as you can imagine. Bronze cast or something. This is some serious stuff. But it may be the last time I'm able to find anything from that dumpster, because what happened was I didn't realize that they're having to work late, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I don't just show up. I just don't go there when the managers are there. Well, the nice one's there, so I don't think she would call the cops on me, but I just don't want her opening the door and there I am and she runs me off. I'm just not going to do that. So usually on Saturdays my competition doesn't go, or he goes early, and then this one, the nice one, usually cleans out stuff from, even every day she'll clean stuff out, and that's how I get a few things, because he goes early to make sure he gets everything, and then he comes back later. And I try to get it right after she leaves before he comes back. I've been lucky a few times. But normally he's not bothered, up there on a Saturday, because he lives a little bit out in the country. He didn't want to use his gas. But however, I waited like 2 hours, which was silly, but what can I say? I just did. I went and got some Taco Bell and checked, and she was still there, and did this and that and checked. Finally, right when she left, okay, because you can park in this other parking lot, which has the recycle, and you can see right when she leaves. Right when she leaves, gets out of the parking lot, I pull in over there, get out of the car, get on my crate, get my hoe out, get one box in the truck, and he pulls up. And we're talking 6:30 at night. I could not believe it. What I did was I just kept, there was like 4 or 5 boxes that she had turned over. They're turning over the boxes now. And so I just kind of tumped them up and put them in my truck. Boom, boom, boom. And, this one ended up being in there. But anyway. So I put him in there, and then he's like, jumps in the dumpster because he's so desperate. Ridiculous. And I'm just not playing that, And then he's like, you want this toy? You want that? Trying to be nice. And I'm like, yeah. Because he knows I like toys. And then I got my hoe and got this big box of pans. And so even though I do scrap metal, I'm like, here you go. Here, get these. And you don't want those? I'm like, no, you like those. You get them. So I'm trying to be a team player, But then I was done, because I had already gotten the stuff that was in the boxes. It's in my car, my truck. So I'm like, well, I'm out of here. And I'm driving off, and I look in the rear view, and he's standing in the dumpster looking at me like I just drove off with, his best friend or his love of his life. He's just like kicked in the stomach. Like the look on his face was just like, I'm taking his love away from him. And I understand it, because I love that dumpster. As you can see why. Please. I'm keeping this. This is just, I'm going to look into that symbolism, because when I was a kid, what young girl doesn't like Joan of Arc? But of course she went down in flames, didn't she? No, maybe this is my the reason I say that is I could tell that he is going to, come morning, noon, and night. And if he would have come a little earlier, he would have gotten everything, because he goes when the managers are there. I don't. He's able to do it. He's sweet talked them. I don't know. Please don't write me that it's the law that I can go. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go and have her, oh, we told you not to, any of that. It's just not worth it to me. Now, I didn't know this was in there because, but normally it's just cups and, souvenirs and stuff. So anyway, Joan of Arc, he's going to probably start camping out at the dumpster so nobody gets a dadgum thing that he doesn't get his grimy little hands on. Also from the dumpster, let's go ahead and do our spiritual message today. The footprints. The Lord replied, "My precious, precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you see only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you." And it's on a vintage little frame. It's very nice. I mean, yeah, we have some issues there, but whatever. Nice. And the other thing I need to talk to you about is the chicken and the neighbor. And I don't think I can look at jewelry right now. So let's just look at the tea getting ready. Brand new Sleepy Time tea. Okay, so a couple days ago, y'all know that it's a little cul-de-sac. There's 4 of us here. And these goody two-shoes family, I call them the Brady Bunch. I mean, they are the Brady Bunch. And I didn't want to ever start talking about the neighbor issues on here, because I don't. But because I filmed the chicken, and the chicken is no longer with us, and I feel like I need to update you on what I think now. And it's not pretty. Today, he came and asked me, do you have any issues with the yard? Them not mowing, that new guy hadn't mowed the backyard. And it backs up to he's got a wooden fence. He can't see anything. Who cares? Well, he cares. He thinks the neighborhood's gone downhill. Anyway, I don't care. And that's when I said, well, I'm more concerned about the chicken. Whose chicken is it? Meaning, I'm just concerned because it needs to be put in a little thing at night. It needs to be taken care of. You can't just have a chicken running around in East Texas, even in town. And anyway, I said, I don't think they're feeding it. I've been feeding it. Nobody's given anything water. And then, of course, the guinea hen is this other person's who I call the swimmer, who I don't hear the guinea hen today. So anyway, now in hindsight, I should have kept my mouth quiet about the chicken and just said, no, I'm not bothered by them not mowing. But anyway. So the neighbors today had a professional, somebody come with a big mower and mow front and back, weed eat, edge, blow the blower, the whole 9 yards. And I started thinking and telling my friend, because my friend with the phone, she said, I bet they ate the chicken. And I was like, no, they said a raccoon got it, but we haven't seen a raccoon in 4 years. A fox, yes, it comes out of that hole in the cul-de-sac that connects all of the sewer system, or it's really drainage system, and cats and stuff come out of there. But anyway, I never thought. The kid was told raccoon got it, and they had to hose down, they had to hose down whatever happened in that. It's an open garage area where you just pull under. That's where the chicken and guinea hen would overnight. So when I saw the mowers, I started thinking, oh my God, I think they got rid of, I think the Brady Bunch either talked to them or called the city. And I actually think he called the city. And the city came out and probably said, you got to mow, and you can't have a chicken unless you provide a pen or whatever. I don't even know the rules for chickens in the city limits. But I know you can't have them running around all over people's yard, which was fine. My concern was what's happening at night for that chicken. So anyway, I think they dispatched of the chicken themselves. I don't think an animal killed it, because they would have drug it on out of here. A cat would they wouldn't have sat there and made a mess in the garage. There might have been some feathers, but they wouldn't have made a big mess where you have to get the hose out. And the timing of the chicken comment, and the next day the chicken's gone, and then the next day the yard is getting mowed, just makes me sick. And I'm sorry to tell y'all that. I hope y'all can handle it. If you can't, this may not be the channel for you, because it's just, that's what's going on. So we need prayers for a positive, vibe back in the neighborhood, because these people are nasty. And I know people raise chickens and eat them, I'm not making judgment on that, but this one was more like a pet. And maybe that's how what's going on here? $925 Italy, and it's copper colored. Well, that's really pretty. Look at that. I've never seen a copper colored sterling, or rose gold colored, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gobsmacked. This is still our $9 bag, y'all. So pretty. Okay, so anyhow, I don't want trouble with neighbors. I'm not judging people that raise, meat on their homestead and all that. But I don't even want to eat chicken anymore. It's upset me. I have a book that says they're the most mistreated animal on the planet, and I believe it. What does this say? That's enough of that. We're going to get happy. I mean, not happy, but let's just do jewelry. What is that? Something, I don't know. Boy, I need help, but isn't that pretty? Goodness gracious. That's pretty. I mean, that is lovely. Really lovely. I have to laugh because there was a comment. I'm going to have to put that back in a baggie. That's just lovely. Where did that baggie go? One of the YouTubers commented, and I can't remember your name, I'm sorry, but was like, man, that's a great bag. She said, that just screams of somebody taking all of their grandmother's jewelry in. And, because of the big tangle of knots, then the Goodwill was like, we're just going to sell it like this. Just all together. It's just, that was so funny. 18K gold plated. We don't do gold plated for Billy Bob. We do gold filled. But Carol, that is a pretty necklace for you, Carol. We need a Carol. And we need another Carol. Are you serious? Well, I'll just put those on together because they're pretty on something. And it's another probably gold plated. That's not bad. We'll take that. That's pretty. It's got a little wear back there. You think somebody named Carol would like those? Oh, so anyway, we just need, I don't know. Oh, this is pretty. I said I wasn't going to talk about it. So I still haven't listed stuff again today. It's crazy. I don't see a name, but that's lovely. Remind me of forget-me-nots. These are lovely. That's kind of rusty. Rust is not lovely. But look at that. That's really nice. Look at that sparkle. Joan of Arc. I'm going down in flames at that dumpster. Oh, I forgot to tell you the gossip I got from him. You know what I think about those managers. And I went in there the other day and there's nothing of value in the whole place. They used to have gold and silver. That looks like it would open. But maybe not. Anyway. So now, he was like, well, she was here late. She was working late tonight because they've told them they got to start staying till 5 and not 4. That's kind of cute. And I said, oh, really? He's like, yeah, with all of these garage sales in the summer, they can't afford to miss out on any donations dropped off, you know, in the evening because the donations always get stolen. They said people set them at the back door, and it's always been a problem with this shop. I'm just surprised they really, anyway, it's a day-to-day there. So, is this something else? Goodness gracious. Before the tea's even ready to drink. Pretty. It's tarnished. So imagine we're going to see another 925. What do y'all think? Yep. Okay. I don't know if that means this pendant is 925, but look how pretty. Another 925. Well, we'll just set it right there with the other one. How's that? Yep, we like that. Yep. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to have a sip. He's like, well, yeah, you know, they're making her work till 5 on Saturdays, and they have to get in all of the donations. So it tells me there must be some pressure, because that has never, ever, and I don't know how, I've been doing this for 4 years. I used to know the person over all these people, but she moved and quit. She never knew I was dumpster diving her dumpster, you know. Charming Charlie, I remembered it, y'all. That's a miracle. Is that charming us? That's charming me. Pretty. Needs to be like worked a little through so that pendant hangs just right. But there's not any wear on it. That's nice. Oh yeah, I need to turn the fan on. Excuse me. And they've always thrown, you know, a bunch of jewelry out and gold and silver because they don't have room in there, and different managers come and they revamp, and that's not the issue. The issue is there's nothing set out inside anymore. There used to be a whole tray of sterling. There used to be a whole shelf of gold. That's how this, you know, the thrift on the other end of town with John. They have gold all the time in there. I mean, I can't afford it, but good for them. It does get donated. And I think these ladies have said, oh, it's just, you know, being stolen. If they could blame it on the dumpster divers, they would. But so I think somebody's trying to say, you know, we need to do something to get our inventory up. But when you're throwing things out like $295, it took me 30 seconds to find it online, then something's wrong. And no, they're not coming back later for it. She drove off. She didn't put it, they have a little box of stuff they take with them every day. this is just not hanging right, but I really like it. Something's... Do I not know what I'm doing? Very possibly. Oh, I think it just needs to go, you know, like, there we go. Oh my heavens, I figured it out. That's pretty. I don't know if it's a stone or not. It's kind of lost its shine and shimmer. Okay, so far we've gotten, what, 2 sterlings out of there and a pretty necklace. And, oh, this kind of matches that other one. Is this Southwest style? Should I be putting this in my Southwest, right? My Southwest lot? That turquoise, fake turquoise. I'm slowly reading those magazines, y'all, and I just want to read stories to y'all about the trading posts. Black bead and metal necklace. There's just only so many times in a day, only so many minutes in a day. Oh, I have another good story. I have a good story, heartwarming story. So today I painted some rocks. Well, I didn't paint them today, but I finally got the top coat in from Amazon. And so I sprayed the top coat on, and we have this little rock hunt thing, you know, the little town, and people put out rocks. And Olivia and I have found a few over the years walking. Well, now we like their Facebook page or whatever. Who is this? M. And so we wanted to give back, and the artwork is not good compared to what other people do, but you know, it's rocks. So my friend and I went and bought $2 worth of rocks, river rocks, and then I also found a few rocks around. We just have little rocks, you know, so we do have like little chunks of jasper though, that red jasper. So I need to find some of those and paint, because you can paint on one side and then leave the back. That's pretty. Very nice. Anyway, my friend got up this morning and she was looking at saying, hey, they put out a couple more rocks such and such a place, but it was 4 hours ago. So I'm like, okay, well, let me have my coffee, and you know, then Olivia and I'll go on down there. That's pretty. And those are graduated. That looks nice. So we went down there, downtown, and there was no rocks because there's lots of tourists down there, and that's fine. But there was a big pile. This is hilarious, y'all. There were no rocks, but there was a huge pile of overalls on top of a trash can. Those little round trash cans that are in downtown areas, you know, with like the top on them where you push the thing, the little thing folds open and you put your little drink down in there. Well, on top, in front of a shop that is closed and empty and says for rent, there was about, I just pulled over, put them in the back of the truck, took them home, and evaluated them for sale on eBay. Well, they were from Walmart. They were called Liberty, and they go for $24 to $32 new. And they were size 40 to 46 by 30 to 32. Okay, so I was going to give it to my competition, but because he lays sheetrock. But he's way too skinny and tall for that. He's skinny and tall. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is another beautiful piece. And what happened to I guess I moved him over there to list. That beautiful bracelet everybody's talking about. A lot of comments about that Monet bracelet. This does look like somebody just took their grandmother's stuff, just like lock, stock, and barrel, and donated it. That is, look at that. That even shows up with the glare I'm always having in here. Good gracious. Oh my. That's classy looking, isn't it? Wow. Okay, that'll take it. That actually will take your breath away. And I didn't used to be. I used to call everything junk if it wasn't started with metal detecting, and you watch those people metal detect and they'll be like, it's just some junk, this is just some junk. But then slowly I saw the light of the beautiful designers. So so anyway, the overalls. Brought them home, evaluated them. They have some paint. One of them had quite a bit of paint. My friend was like, you don't need to be selling that. That's just, I said, well, if I disclose everything, you know. And there was some, also, some, there was about 5 overall pairs. Only one of them was pretty bad with paint. What does this say? S-A-O. That's kind of loose. Oh, there's a sparkle. Okay, that's cute. And then there was some really nice Wrangler jeans, but it wasn't any big money stuff. And it was heavy. I mean, just 2 huge stacks of it. I want to say about 15 pairs in all. And then I had some clothes that I had washed from that little Asian girl that had thrown out a bunch of stuff. And my friend was going to give it to kids, and some of it, you know, wasn't really appropriate, or it was just too adult or something. So let's go through this bag of earrings. I guess we never did find this partner. That would make a cute little charm. It looks like a scissor tail flycatcher, but I guess it's a hummingbird. Anyway, so I need to quit gabbing because I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, I see. Gosh. Not Mother of Pearl, the other one that I always used to call this Mother of Pearl. It's hard for me to relearn something when I've been talking and calling it something for all these years. The shell thing. Anyway, what do we have here? 925. Sheila, you're getting China. We don't care, that's fine. Open in the back. Looks like it is tarnished where, you know, that's a nice substantial ring. Yay, Sheila. Okay, let me get my story out because I need to focus on the jewelry. I think there's just one of these. So the overalls. So we have something here called the labor pool. And my friend knew about it, and my friend does a lot in the community for people that, you know, need resources and things. So anyway, she's like, just take it to the labor pool. It's really not worth, you know, with all the paint and all that, and it's heavy. Just take it to the labor pool. So I said, okay. So I went down there. It's a little park where people that need a job hang out at the picnic benches, and then they get picked up and they'll mow for you or whatever. You know, people in town will pick them up for farm labor, pick blueberries, or work in the chicken pens, or any of that. And so I went down there. Basically, it's people that are hardworking, and they're trying to feed their families, and they're working hard. And so there was a man that was sitting in his truck, and he was a little short, heavy-set man. And I held up some overalls, and I think he thought, he couldn't understand me because he didn't speak a lot of English, and I think he thought I was down there trying to sell stuff. So I said, can I give these to you? And he finally understood. And I said, size 40, and he was like, oh yes, 40, okay. So he was smiling, 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 and then I said, "Can I give you all of these? And then plus, do you know, do you know, have grandchildren or whatever for the little sweaters and stuff?" Yes, 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 oh yes. So let me just say, it just warmed my heart, and she was right. Do that. A lot better good than, that was just the right thing to do. Not that selling it inexpensively to somebody on eBay is wrong, but this is kind of unusual because it's stuck through there, but I guess that's what you do. I've seen some of these things without how it's done, so there's that if you've never seen that. So anyway, it was very, very rewarding. Painted green. So we're missing a couple here. That's okay. That's a pretty color. And somebody else was commenting that they like purple and lavender together. Dark purple and light purples. Well, this is just a light purple with a cream under there, but isn't that pretty? That would make a real pretty brooch. You could glue it on there pretty easy. Look at that, don't you think? Or a pendant. It's just so pretty. And then we have some silver tone. So the jewelry. And I haven't heard the guinea hen since the mowing, so I don't know. It's just mayhem over here and destruction, and it's awful. And that's what happens. People get upset and can't communicate. And, the first time I talked to him, he was mean and nasty to me, so I had to tell him, this conversation's over. This has some numbers printed, but I'm not sure. I think it may be 925. Yeah. Did it fall down? Okay, hold on. I want y'all to see it. That's the best part. There it is. Can't see it. There it is. And of course, this is that, some people call it watermelon something, Unakite. So beautiful. Look at that. Sterling and an Unakite heart. That is gorgeous. Love that. We like that one. Okay, so we still have this bag, and we still have another bag. So maybe we'll find some more pairs. Look at those. Those are pretty. Those look, that's a beautiful red. Yeah, I know. Anything garnet colored is, because it's my birthstone, is beautiful. Well, that's nice. This has some texture to it. This is pretty. Really pretty. Oh, thank you everybody for letting me know that I never win anything. But Lady Luck has been, look how pretty those are, has been smiling down on me because Angela Irene over at Age Goodness. Okay, wait a minute, is this the single? Look, oh yeah, great. She, somehow I won something on her channel, I can't believe it. And I can't wait, and I will of course share that with y'all, obviously. But we had to, say our favorite ice cream. Well, I mean, what ice cream do I not like? All of them. But like, if I was like, could only have one kind of ice cream. Let's say I came off a deserted island and they were like, we're going to get you, it would be a Whataburger, Texas Whataburger strawberry shake. I don't think I put the Whataburger part in Angela Irene's, but look, we're making some pears. Our vintage store, Marseille over there, she just made a bunch of pears off of her stuff because she goes into Savers, I think, or Value Village, and she'll buy a bunch of bags at one time, and that ups her chance of making the pears. Well, that's really smart. Oh my, this one's in there. This is just, I don't know why I like it so much. Does anybody else like it? I guess they go like that. Well, seems like they should be like opposite, right? Because when you wear them, I don't know. Oh, I spy Jade. I spy Jade. Wow. Aunt Berry, can you come here, please? Aunt Berry, and somebody said it. Was it Sue in Kerrville? She is my good luck charm. It seemed like once I got her, and y'all were praying for me too, because I was really upset about losing permission on the dumpster, where I would find regularly silver and gold. I would find silver literally in some shape or another, not always jewelry. Spoons and knives, sharpening instrument for the knife, those ashtrays, pipes with sterling around them. I have all that, in my yearly wrap-up videos. But she came in and by the way, on the playlist, you can see how everybody got here. And I tell you what minute to go to, so you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to. She came in a jewelry bag too, I believe. She was broken. She's always been broken. But that doesn't stop her one bit. Once she got to us, we started, in y'all's prayers, of course, found this great little city that doesn't seem to. I've told other people to do this. You go to shop Goodwill, you start looking through their cities, you try to find somebody that doesn't break like if they have every little gold piece listed, every little silver piece listed, you're not going to find anything in their grab bags. So try to find some that are not having that labor intensity listing. Maybe a city that they just want to move their jewelry through. That is what I think I have found. But I do think they're going to move that person that can't see the numbers over to the shoe department. That's pretty. Is finally have some green jade that I know it's jade. Finally. All different color. Is that lavender jade? It's kind of light. It does look a little purple. Beautiful. Love it. Let's go in the treasure. You are just a gem, Aunt Berry. Oh, this was actually in the bottom. How nice of that. This one was loose, and this all seems to have come from maybe one person. I really don't know. That's a nice substantial earring in really good condition. Oh, Teresa, if you're watching, I need your address. Just put it on the Etsy. It didn't come through on the PayPal because it wasn't an invoice, so I apologize. I'm not a professional selling off of the YouTube. I just only know how to do it on eBay and Etsy. That's a screw back. Are the screw backs always kind of vintage? I think so, right? There's another one. Pink. How about another pair of diamonds, people? How about some more diamonds? I have no idea what size those diamonds are. I do need to go get them appraised. Oh, look, y'all. We found it. We're not going down in flames yet. Joan of Arc. I don't know what that means, but that's why I'm so excited to get any little thing, you know. I still haven't had time to put the little Christmas ornaments together, but I will. I was so thrilled to get those. These are really pretty. Look at that. Is that a lavender and a purple? Yeah, a lighter and darker. Very nice. I don't know if that's glass. Super neat. So my little rocks were a success. What a lot of people do, some of these young people that are really good artists, they'll put them all out in like the downtown area, and by the time I get there, they're gone, or you know, one person gets them all or something. So when I put these out, I just put 3 at the little library area for the kids to play. There's a big bumblebee. So I took a picture of the rock and put it there, and then I had a little anchor and I put it by the war memorial there so that people kind of know. And then I spaced them out around town. I did a mustache, and then I went over to the barber place downtown and put it there. This has got a name. Maybe it just says Japan. Okay. Oh, those are vintage. They're still in great condition. You know, that would be good with the pearls, wouldn't it? I need to put that aside and get those to people with the pearl lot. So we're making pairs. Making some pairs. Yeah, everything. See, I just pulled all those over. Oh, well. Lots of red in this one. Nice. Purple. Okay. We like that. Okay, I don't have room, so I'm actually going to move the pearls. Move that nice one. There's some more pearls. I don't know. I guess I didn't deal with those yesterday. Here's our treasure. Is this... No, this is not just... This is from the old lot. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm talking about. Anyway... We got more sterling today and some pretty. I was looking at this pile, but that's from a different video. It's this and Billy Bob's. Oh, and it's this ring. Duh. Duh. And Billy Bob's 14 karat gold. Well, how much is that worth, y'all? Does anybody have an idea? I guess I need to figure out the grams and stuff. I need to turn on the Weather Channel and see what the national weather is like and what people are dealing with, because we're going to get some storms through here tomorrow. But every time I turn it on, it's like they're showing some show disaster thing, and I just want to see the weather. Does anybody else feel like that? You know, just show me the national weather, please. Is this for a pet? I don't, probably putting a pet collar in there in my bracelet bag. These look nice. Are they going to have a name on there? Nope. What else we have in here? This is the last of it. Oh, there's the pair for that one. Here's some wooden earrings. But wait, something happened. So I got y'all all caught up so I can get all that out of, get y'all caught up, and hopefully the next one will be nothing but good news, but that's life. Just awful. That reminds me of the show Alone, where one of the guys, and I hadn't been able to watch every show, but he had a little chipmunk friend, and I heard him saying, "You've been my friend this whole time, but I'm hungry," and then he killed him, and you heard the little thing squealing, and then the guy was crying later. I'm like, company for loneliness is a lot more important than food, unless you absolutely are at that point where you cannot go on. And you really, if you're gonna have to have just a little chipmunk and there's nothing else, then you need to be going home, because you're gonna have to have something else. I thought this might be sterling, but I don't see a mark. I'm a big time animal lover. Do these earrings go with that? Those are pretty big door knockers. You could put this on your front door and be like, "Hello, come on in. Good to see you." Talk about door knockers. Wow. Let me just fix this one while we're right here. Look, I'm doing some fixing. Can y'all believe that? That's hard to believe. Oh my heavens. That is so cute. I might have to paint that on a rock. You know how cute that is? Mink is so cute. Every time I bring a box of something home, she gets in it. This is pretty. Something fell out there. It's not, I don't think it's sterling, but it's pretty. Yeah, it's missing a couple. Sheila can get that. She's like, "Oh yeah, I see you're giving me that one, but you didn't give me your sterling one." Well, we're coming to the end of this wonderful... Oh, you can't look at that without smiling. Coming to the end of this wonderful jewelry bag. Here's these things that people make, and some people really like them. What? These are plastic, maybe. I don't know. What is this? This is one of those things that I can never figure out. Plastic? I guess this is plastic. Is it like Egyptian language? So that's what it looks like. Yeah, I wish it was lapis, but it's not. But it's very unique. Oh yeah, that's some Egyptian symbolism. Because look at that. There's that, like the hawk thing. Hieroglyphs, thank you. Whoever said that, I think I heard it. I heard you. So, that's plastic because it has a seam in the middle. And painted like it's lapis. That's interesting. Somebody's gonna like that. Did we see everything? Thank you, Aunt Barry. Let's end on hilarious there. You can't not smile looking at that. Is it better like that? See y'all next time.